In Capital News tonight, 100 Chinese nationals arrested for illegal employment in Geita. Bear District Council office starts move to Inyala Ward. And in sports, Tanzanian youngster Atiki Ali Atiki shows his potential in the Canadian High Schools Championships. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. I'm Vanessa Victor. Let's get started with the national news. The Defense and Security Committee in Geita region has arrested 100 Chinese nationals allegedly for conducting gold mining activities illegally at Eagle Brand mine situated at Magenge Ward. They were arrested during an operation led by the chairperson of the committee, engineer Robert Gabriel, who said the operation is ongoing.
The general public should watch out for such activities. There are a lot of foreigners who work without a permit. This means that our own people miss out. We don't have a work contract. I'm paid 15,000 a day.
You don't have document. Do they have work permit?
Yes, 3 of them have.
How many have work permit?
3 have.
3 of them have work permit.
Yes.
How many do not have?
That have processing the rest we don't have.
Rest you don't have. So you don't have work permit, you don't have residence permit.
These foreign nationals have been caught working without a permit. Some have been working as machine operators and security guards.
Documents and some assets from Bear District Council have been moved by 5 vehicles belonging to Defense and Security Forces to Inyala Ward, where a temporary office will be set up. This comes after a directive was issued by Bear Regional Commissioner Albert Chalamila during a council meeting yesterday.
All items will be safely packed and transported under security. Once settled, work should commence immediately so as to bring development to the people. We are ready to move as instructed. All experts are present. Therefore, we are asking for your blessings before we leave. The most important factor is that government property was to be moved under security. By 12 noon, we must be packed and ready to go.
A fire which broke out last night at Manangi area in Singida has destroyed some parts of a storage area for water and fish tanks near Singidani Dam. The fire, which started at 7 in the evening, was eventually put out at 1 o'clock in the early hours of the morning. The commander of the Rescue and Fire Brigade, Ivor Umbella, said the fire was caused by people who lit fires to clear land for farming activities.
This is not the first time this area has done something like this. I will not take the time to educate the people today, but rather give them a stern warning to those who light fires at night to clear this area for grazing, because when they do so, they lose control and is very dangerous to the people. The fire spread on really quickly to residential area. It is very dangerous.
The President and Chairman of the Revolutionary Council, Dr. Ali Mohammed Shein, has opened a conference for judges and magistrates from East African countries with a call for having laws in the Swahili language. He said that many people from the countries are denied justice because the laws are in English. He also called on the judiciary to come up with legal solutions which help address the problem of land and environment conflicts.
We can make more people understand the laws, which is a vital step towards proper dispensation of the justice and creating communities with law-abiding citizens. The judiciary has the supreme responsibility to safeguard the right of the people. Therefore, it is necessary for the people to be able to communicate effectively with the various organs of judiciary in seeking and protecting
mutual interests pertinent to the judiciary. The focus of the 17th conference is land and environment for sustainable economic growth in East Africa. The conference will discuss topics such as land surveying and registration in securing land rights and interest, land dispute resolution mechanism, challenges and prospects.
And the Minister of Health, Community Development, Gender, the Elderly and Children, Umi Mwalimu, has directed executives from the ministry to work closely with community development officers in various national campaigns. Minister Umi Mwalimu gave the call in Dodoma when opening a forum for community development experts and launch of the Association for Community Development Officers and guidelines for the profession.
Social development officer and experts are the ones who know how to get to the people, how to engage them, and not the doctor. There are certain jobs which should not be done by health personnel, but rather they should be carried out by social development personnel. But because there is money involved and there are vehicles and equipment provided, someone decides to hold on to these resources. We must change. There was a case of one lady who had been abandoned by her husband. They used to farm together. But comes harvesting, the man of the house abandons the family, which has devastating consequences. This is a big challenge in the Lake Zone region. This union will provide a platform as well as assist in the implementation of policies from various sources such as the ministry. We plan to be digital on platforms such as social media, websites, so as to reach more people.
Member countries of the Africa-Asia Legal Consultative Organization's ALCO meeting in Dar es Salaam has agreed to strengthen international laws in order to protect their cooperation at a time when some countries have failed to implement some of the laws.
Leo ulikuwa ni kuwakaribisha wanachama ili kila mmoja aweze kutoa hotuba ambayo inajumlisha mawazo na mchango wa wanachama katika mjadala huu katika kongamano hili. Na wasemaji leo walikuwa katika makundi matatu. Kwanza ilikuwa ni wanachama ambao ni kutoka nchi mbalimbali, mawaziri na wanasheria wakuu. Pili ilikuwa makundi ya mashirika mbalimbali.
The Prevention and Combating of Corruption Bureau PCCB in Kagera region has arrested 4 people, among them a soldier from Tanzania People's Defense Force TPDF and an officer from the police force, allegedly for requesting bribes from residents in Biharamulo district.
All 4 suspects were arrested to be presented before the court. Investigation is going on to be completed in a couple of days. I urge every citizen to cooperate with PCCB in fighting corruption and to give evidence in court when required.
And environment stakeholders from different parts of the world have started a campaign in collaboration with governments from different countries, including Tanzania, to plant trees in order to improve the environment in drought-hit areas.
Cutting down trees for charcoal and timber is still going on, yet there are less trees being planted. So we must do something to change this. We want now to have statistics on how many trees are cut and planted. This is a chance for Tanzanians to plant trees, to make a living, but also to save the environment.
Kwa takwimu za Tanzania, almost kila siku.
Just in Tanzania, every day 1 billion transactions are done via digital currency transfer, so the government should be getting a lot of revenue. There is need for better control.
That's all for national news. International news is next. And in international news, President Uhuru Kenyatta of Kenya and his wife Margaret have joined 170 world leaders, including Prince Charles of the UK, at the enthronement ceremony of Emperor Naruhito of Japan. President Kenyatta and the First Lady attended the historic ceremony held at the Imperial Palace in Tokyo at the invitation of Prime Minister Shinzo Abe of Japan. At least 55 elephants have died in a wildlife reserve in western Zimbabwe since September from starvation caused by severe drought. Zimbabwe Parks and Wildlife Management Authority said the animals perished near waterholes dotted around the Hang National Park, a sign that they traveled long distances to access water. Investigations showed at least 55 elephants died from lack of food and water in the park, which holds the biggest elephant herd of 50,000 animals. And residents from Gongoni area in Kilifi County along the coast of Kenya have said that environment pollution from a salt factory has affected their health. The residents called on the government to intervene and ensure the factory takes measures to address the problem of environment pollution. Reports say that Kenya incurs 200 billion shillings every year due to deaths caused by the effects of environment pollution.
When the smoke starts to come out, it does so until it is a black cloud. And sometimes there's a very heavy smell. It affects many people and children. It has affected those of us who live on this side. My family and I now have a cold. If this situation does not stop, then we will stage a peaceful demonstration to the gate of the factory and stay there until this issue is resolved.
That's all for international news, but do stay with us. We'll be back with business news after this break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
To be rich, I have to be a business person.
It's not an easy road at all.
People need to understand. You must quickly think, how cost effective are you going to be?
Business acts as a way in which it can bridge that gap.
Business Edition will keep you informed on latest developments in the financial sector, extractive industry, tourism, agriculture, energy, construction, and so much more. Meet entrepreneurs who create employment opportunities. Watch Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Welcome back, and in business news. Mobile phone company Tigo has launched a new service which will enable Tigo Pesa users to make transactions by accessing cash from ATM machines. It is simple for a Tigo customer to be able to get this service.
He needs to dial *150*01#, select 7, which is financial services, then select 5, which says withdraw money from the ATM. Select the Umoja ATM, then the amount to be withdrawn, as well as putting in the password. Immediately after, a message with a one-time 6-digit password will come in, and that can be used to draw money from the ATM.
Idadi ya mawakala.
This means that Umoja ATMs are full agents of Tigo wherever they are. Our bank has strong services, thus customers will experience no difficulties in getting their services. Lack of good quality agricultural technology to help farmers harvest, transport and store their crops has caused many of them to incur harvest loss of about 50% each year. This was revealed in Arusha during a meeting attended by experts on agriculture and food security. Firstly, it reduces productivity. The quantity and quality of the amount harvested drops, which directly causes a drop in the income of farmers. In Tanzania, about 50% of maize harvested is usually lost due to poor harvesting, transport and storage methods, as well as poor understanding and capacity among our farmers in utilizing various procedures when harvesting. You will see that when it is time to harvest from the farm, there is loss. During processing, there is loss. During the drying process, there is loss that may not be in amount, but in quality. About 10,000 entrepreneurs from all the regions of the country are expected to meet with financial experts at an exhibition organized by Tanzania Accountants Association, TAA, to discuss business challenges as well as solutions.
Dawati la mhasibu ni maonyesho.
The Accountants Desk is an open exhibition that will be held in 5 regions on Saturday, the 2nd of November, in Dar es Salaam, Dodoma, Mwanza, Mbeya, and Moshi Municipal. What we are doing as the Accountants Association is providing business education, such as how to manage money, tax issues, as well as services that go along with businesses, such as banking services. That's all for business news. Sports is next.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Geita trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Geita trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Joaquinho, he did lose to Lend.
And in sports, Tanzanian youngster Atiki Ali Atike started to show his potential in the Canadian High Schools Championships, with his former coach Bahati Mgunda saying the sky is the limit for the 18-year-old.
It's been a nice week, and we have a great news about our player Atiki Ali Atiki, who is now at London Basketball Academy in Ontario, Canada. They just started the league and he has played 3 games with a tremendous statistics. And this tells me like he's gonna perform more in upcoming games, and we should keep close look on him, watching him, and enjoy the game.
Liverpool's Champions League winners dominate the nominations for the Ballon d'Or after 7 of Jurgen Klopp's men were included on the 30-man shortlist. Here's more.
Goalkeeper Alisson Becker, defenders Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold, midfielder Jorginho Wijnaldum and strikers Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino all featured amongst the candidates when they were announced by France Football and L'Equipe on Monday evening. In all, 15 Premier League-based players were named alongside 5-time winners Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Manchester City quintet Sergio Aguero, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Raheem Sterling and Riyad Mahrez made the list, as did Tottenham duo Hugo Lloris and Son Heung-min, while there was a place too for Arsenal striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Zion Williamson, arguably the most highly touted NBA rookie since LeBron James, will miss a significant part of the upcoming season.
The New Orleans Pelicans, who picked the 19-year-old as the #1 overall selection in this year's draft, confirmed Williamson underwent surgery on Monday to repair a torn meniscus in his right knee. He's expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. Williamson has dealt with a number of minor knee injuries in the last 12 months. He lasted only 8 minutes in this year's Summer League after a collision with an opponent. The Pelicans said they withdrew him as a precautionary measure. He also missed time for his college team, Duke, last season after his sneaker fell apart during a game and he suffered a knee sprain.
Things have been hard for Mauricio Pochettino. It has long been a default response, a way to sidestep awkward questions. Here's more on this story.
Rumors, the Tottenham manager says, and with it, he brings down the curtain on various subjects. The rumors as Pochettino would have them are rife, because Spurs are at such a low ebb, having won only 3. Harry Kane was asked on Monday whether it was the toughest period the team had been through in 5 and a bit years under Pochettino. He said, yeah, probably, I would say so. The 7-2 defeat at Bayern Munich in the Champions League on the 1st of October has scrambled everybody. It has seriously damaged self-belief because, according to Pochettino, nobody had seen the humiliation coming at half-time when Spurs trailed only 2-1 and had been arguably the better team. The 3-0 defeat at Brighton followed when the players looked broken, and then the uninspiring 1-0 home draw with Watford on Saturday.
And that sports item ends our news bulletin. On behalf of everyone who worked to bring you this bulletin, my name is Vanessa Victor. Thank you for watching and have a good night.